G'day everybody and welcome back to Risky Rollers. We are here live streaming the 2024 Yu-Gi-Oh! State Championships for Victoria from the lovely General Games in Churnside Park. I'm joined by Jack and Destin.
Yep.
Really bringing the drip there with those glasses.
Yeah, I thought I'd bring them out.
Yep, very nice. And we are here for round 5 of the first 7 rounds of Swiss on the Saturday.
It's already started, so we'll go straight across.
Yep.
Now we've got on the left Oskah playing Snake Eye Stardust. A very
unique.
I like it.
Unique and cool.
The Stardust, I'm assuming, is more just sort of the synchro pile. Is definitely a very powerful deck. Not a lot of people know what they do.
Bring up, I think that is this card here, Arrive in Light.
But the end boards that it can make, especially without Baron anymore,
that is not Arrive in Light.
Is good.
That's a different card.
And then obviously we've got Alex Wang on Tenpai.
All right, here we go. We've just searched Revolution Synchron. Assault Synchron. Yeah.
Very powerful card.
Very cool card out of Duel's Nexus.
No, it was Battles of Legend, Monstrous Revenge.
Yes, Revolution was out of Duel's Nexus.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a cool card. It's a level 2 Synchro Tuner. When a Synchro monster is tributed, you can reborn it from the graveyard.
I believe so. Maybe it's just a dragon.
Let's give it a read. During your main phase, you can special summon this card from your hand, then take 700. So it's like a Blackwing card. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the edge deck for the rest of the turn except Synchro monsters for that turn. While this card is, while it's face up, if it's Dragon Synchro, it's tributed or banished, you can banish it from your graveyard, target the monster that was tributed, and then reborn it back to your field. So yeah, pretty powerful.
Now, there will be a lot of cards, we won't lie, that we're going to have a look at for this deck. I'm not entirely an expert.
Okay, I can see a Stardust Synchron on the field.
But all these cards are very good. There is the Arrive in Light, I believe.
Yeah, okay, now that we've just searched that, we'll give that one a read. Okay. When this card is activated, place 1 level 1 dragon monster from your hand or deck on top of the deck. Now the player can return it or a synchro monster that lists Stardust Dragon in its text from the field to the extra deck. If a synchro monster is special summoned, except during the damage step, you can apply one of these effects, but you can't apply that same effect of Arrive in Light again this turn. So we have draw 1 card, special summon 1 tuner from the hand. Draw 1 card or special summon 1 tuner from the hand. So yeah, you can either get more gas by drawing a card, or you can apply the gas and can summon and extend it from hand.
Usually there'd be, I can't remember the name, but they stack the deck with the new level 1 dragon.
Here we go, Excel Synchron.
That's one I do know.
Yeah, this guy is going to bring back a level 2 Synchron from the grave.
Yeah, just level 2, yeah.
Yeah, Assault Synchron is right there, ready to be reborn. Now, what Oskah probably would have done 3 weeks ago is summon a Baron with this setup. But unfortunately, he cannot do that anymore. A token's gonna appear from
the woman that was tributed.
Yeah.
Stardust Trail, I believe is the name.
I feel like Alex might be doing a lot of reading this game. That's okay. So are we.
Yep, absolutely. Essential skill for Yu-Gi-Oh! Not a lot of people can do it.
Yep.
That's okay. I have
reading is a very big part of this game.
Reading comprehension of at least a 3rd grader.
That makes one of us. I am a prep when it comes to reading. So Arrive in Light's going to be just the last chain link, I think, here to summon a card from the hand. Okay, so the Arrive in Light has drawn that card, and then it is Poplar, essentially.
Pretty much,
summoning itself from hand when it's added to the deck, from the deck to the hand. And then...
Very similar to, or is that, it's not Poplar going there, is it?
No, it's not Poplar,
no,
but it's
similar
like
to Poplar.
A Poplar. Yeah. Going to... to bring out Stardust. That is the beautiful alt art of Stardust Dragon. And then we're going to go straight into a Synchro 10 Bestial Dispater. This is one we do know as well, but we'll get it up regardless. This is going to be able to summon a monster from the Banished Zone back to his field.
Usually a very, very powerful card coming out of, I believe it was a Cyberstorm Access.
Certainly was Cyberstorm Access.
Being able to just
Bestial Dispater.
Summon it. Also being unaffected as being stated via the Excel Stardust.
It's going to be synchroed into Majestic Stardust Dragon?
Yeah. No, Majestic Shooting Stardust.
Something like that. This card is an Omni Negate by banishing itself from the field. Yeah. This is from Amazing.
No,
It
from
was
the new
last
one.
year.
It was from Dawn of Majesty, I believe.
Certainly
Yeah.
was. That's right. Same set as Aluba, the Jester of Despia. Yeah, so it's like Stardust. It protects your guys by negating the opponent's card effect, except negates anything it wants to.
And something that has been lacking a little bit in current formats, just with the absence of Baron and Savage, having these decks that are able to bring out these negates really does make them shine a little bit more, especially since they are in archetype rather than just having a generic one.
Yeah, all these cards aren't generic. Even Bestial Dissipator, which is a negate, isn't generic because you need to make it with a dragon.
Now, here we have a really silly card. We have Junk Speeder.
Junk Speeder has hit the field. Let me bring that one up. This card is very, very strong when it resolves. For those who don't know, if it's Synchro Summoned, you can special summon as many Synchron tuners from your deck with different levels as possible. So if you summon it in the extra monster zone and you have a free field, you're summoning 5 guys from the deck, which is crazy. We can see the beautiful Jet Synchron, the level 1 for the field. Favorite in many Snake Eye decks. But going into a Formula Synchron now. Formula Synchron going to activate to draw a card on summon. Also going to be a really good opponent and offer Alex to cut his deck before he draws. I think we should reiterate on the point that we saw a Bestial Magnamut from Oskah as first action. Summon Ash. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
With no bodies on the field, though, where will he summon the popular? Unless he has a.
Where's the Imperm? Where's the Veiler? Where's the? I've seen it every time so far.
It's gone. Maybe
adding
we only have the
another
Ash as interaction.
Just like Stratos, he adds itself. Very interesting play.
The next turn, perhaps.
Obviously, he won't be able to summon the popular because of the zones that he has used.
Yeah. It's okay. He's going to create some more room by performing a
Using, I
Summon.
believe, the effect of
Ash to bring
Ash
out
to summon
Flamberge
Flamberge.
Dragon. Yeah, excellent.
Now he has that Jet Synchron as well as the Ash Engrave.
He also has Formula Synchron. Ready for Synchro Summon into a Synchro 10 with the Flamberge Dragon if he chooses to do that.
A favorite of the Snake Eye deck previously as well.
Even to this day, we're summoning Dissipator with the Flamberge Dragon, despite him already going into Dissipator earlier this turn.
Yeah.
See this Bestial Magnamut come down, banishing a Synchron from the grave to summon itself. Magnamut in a new chain during the end phase is going to search for any dragon in the entire game from his deck and add it to his hand. This is such a strong effect.
Absolutely.
Imagine if he just searched a Tenpai card. That would be insane. That would be crazy.
Locked to Synchro Monsters, it's fine. Unfortunately, he is, so he can't make Seals. They're ace monster for
Oh
10.
man, I miss Seals. Hopefully we see it this game. But I think that is the board from Oskah. So the Flamberge is going to be able to bring out the Stardust Dragon. That's actually really cool. We're also going to be able to synchro. Is that a Chaos Angel? That is a Chaos Angel. Down there. Yeah.
Made it with a dark and a light.
Yeah, so it's really
Very
strong.
nice,
Everything
yeah.
is protected now, all these Synchro monsters at least. We have the Formula Synchron for a quick synchro during the opponent's turn.
He will also search with the Magnamut, and he also gets the majestic Stardust Dragon.
Returns to the field. And then we have a Bestial Swim. So we have a lot of interactions here.
A lot of stuff. Yeah.
This is the power of the Synchron deck, obviously. Being
When it
able to
goes
flood
off,
the
it goes
boot
off.
with all these monsters.
And here we are going to the Tenpai turn. Alex trying to draw a card. Yep, cool.
My judge is just having a read of a card. One of the cards that was on Oskah's field, is it? Yeah, we have a lot on this field. Do you reckon there's a way for Oskah to bring out another Chaos Angel in this turn?
I believe he'll be able to. Maybe
Yeah,
not a
like that.
Chaos
You
Angel.
have the quick
Formula can go
synchro.
in- The Formula plus...
Not a Chaos Angel, but another majestic Stardust Dragon, perhaps.
Is there purpose to bring out a second Chaos Angel though if it's once per turn? Okay.
Chaos Angel?
Yeah.
No,
It's
banish
the
effect
banish.
on summon,
Ah.
yeah. So the Formula Synchron currently could go into another Chaos Angel with the Flamberge.
It cannot, I believe. It has to be lights and darks, or
I think it just has to be one.
generic?
Because it treats a light and
Oh,
dark
I've,
as a
I've actually I've played with Oskah a bit. I believe it's not to do with it has to be. It's that you get different effects based on if it's light or dark.
Let's bring
that
up
you get.
Chaos Angel and just have a
Yeah.
check.
I only had a way to check this.
Oh, wow. Here's one I prepared earlier. And by
He
earlier, I
is-
mean right now. Chaos Angel. Yep, just needs a non-tunal light or dark, which in this case is not Flamberge.
Right, and then it gets this effect based on which one it was.
Yes. Probably would just be another Synchro 10. I imagine it's going to be with that flambeau, so we get the flambeau effect to bring back 2 bodies.
Can we get the Majestic Stardust up on this, on the stream?
Certainly can. Many cards we don't know.
And we're seeing the Sengen summoning coming out there from Leo. Straight out of hand by the looks of it.
Alex, sorry.
Alex, sorry.
Not Leo. Leo's judging.
Leo is the judge.
Leo was activating cards, I'd be concerned.
We're seeing a lot of cards from a lot of different people today.
Here we go.
Coming from Alex there, I believe it's straight out of hand.
Bringing
with
up this shooting
Oskah
majestic star dragon. So it has to be synchro summoned. It is a level 11. Must first be synchro summoned. Once per turn, you can negate the effects of one effect monster your opponent controls. Okay, so we got like an imperm kind of effect here. Non-targeting, by the way. This card gains an additional attack each battle phase for every monster in your graveyard that is Stardust Dragon or is a synchro monster with Stardust in its text. So that gets a lot of damage on the field very quickly. Not to mention its stats on its own. It is 4,000 attack.
It's quite big.
That's a problem for Tenpai too, because they even though they're not destroyed by battle, Chaos Angel stops that being destroyed by battle.
Yeah.
Which means that you'll end up, like, you have to just be putting damage over a 4,000 attack monster.
Yeah, this could be pretty tough for Alex.
Hypothetically, he does have the, I don't remember quite the name, the level 10 Synchron for Tenpai.
Okay, we're
Able
synchroing
to
Majestic up.
Swident Dragon?
Nah, the other one. Bedora, I think it is. The one that puts him all into
the,
attack
the
position.
archetype one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
What is that?
But even then, you've still. Oh, you just choose to not fight that one, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a satellite warrior. It can pop cards on the field equal to the amount of synchro monsters in his graveyard.
Well, I think that's going to be a lot. Despite Alex only having 2 cards on the field right now. Bring up Satellite Warrior really quickly. Luckily, we have Destin here, all-knowing of random cardboard.
Absolutely.
Yep. So if this card is synchro summoned, you can target cards your opponent controls up to the number of synchro monsters in your graveyard and destroy them. And if you do, this card gains 1,000 attack for each card destroyed. Again, getting a lot of attack very quickly.
Yeah.
Automatically goes to at least 3,500.
Now he's in the battle phase, attacking with the Chitara into the speeder, being able to get the Hydra back from the deck.
It's worth noting we don't have the battle phase protection from activated card effects up at the moment. So Oskah is free to interact here.
Yeah. So the only card that can die by battle currently, I think, is the Flambeau's Dragon. Which
it will be
brings
something
things
to
back.
bodies.
So, God,
Refills
Oskah has
itself.
a lot right now. Maybe this is the next best deck.
Maybe.
Maybe. Oskah's cooked.
You heard it here first, folks.
Or has he cooked too hard? Let's find out. This match. I'm going to search and set another Sengen summoning. You see that Chaos Angel currently really putting in work with the protection effect. Really, really doing a lot for Oskah right now. So attacking with Hydra into the Junk Speeder. Neither will die, of course. Normally, Junk Speeder would die, but due to the Chaos Angel, it is not dying by battle. Summoning into Tenpai Bident Dragon. Sorry, Sangenpai Bident Dragon.
I think the Sankans are the spells and traps, yeah?
Oh no, this guy definitely has a weird name.
Let's get a little poll going down in chat there.
Sangenpai Bident Dragon.
That's the one. Angela Natoli asking if this is going to be able to be watched again. It absolutely will be, as this will continue to exist on YouTube in long form format, and will likely be cut up into individual videos, which I will be posting over the coming couple of weeks, because there are going to be a lot of videos coming from this.
Angela also showing support for Oskah. So love to see that.
Love to see chat picking sides. It's the way to do it. We've got a poll going down there as well.
I do love creating civil wars.
Yeah.
Now,
So get down there and chat, answer the poll, talk about why Snake Eye Stardust is the next best deck, and needs to be banned all over the place. The next
I'm going to
best.
vote personally for that. It is unbeatable. Please
absolutely.
Yep.
Look at this. Like nothing can die by battle. So strong.
But it's big at the moment because the Bedora has hit the field.
Here we go. The other Sangenpai.
Being able to swap the Flamberge back into attack position as well. It can be massive, especially with the Sangan summoning face down. If he decides to go into
this is
the
important.
Trident
There we go,
Dragon,
Trident Dragon. Going to be doing a lot of damage right now.
This is game now.
Is it? The Flamberge will die, right?
Can it die from the...
I think it only protects synchro monsters.
Well, we can have a look.
We can have a look. Where is my Chaos Angel? Chaos Angel.
Yep, there we go. That is
Monsters
game.
you control.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that would be game.
So it does just beat over Flamberge.
Yeah,
3
Trident
times.
Dragon going there to 6,600.
Trident Dragon goes to 6k, and then attacks
6K,
3k.
yeah, and attacks
Yeah,
three
attacks
times.
3
So it
for
attacks for
game.
9k total.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so Alex did manage to find the line there to end the game. Very, very
so
interesting.
taking the first game in the match.
Showing just the power of hitting your opponent with a really big monster again and again and again to
Yeah.
win.
So it is important to clarify that Chaos Angel, everything can die. Sorry, nothing can die by battle, but only synchro monsters are unaffected by the effects.
Yes.
Gotcha. Cool. So that's where that comes from. Once again, while players are siding, let's take a look at how they're doing here. Question down in chat. S. Chow asking how many rounds will it be? There are 7 rounds of Swiss today, and then tomorrow we'll be back for Top Cut. We'll have 8
Top 8
players,
cuts, yes.
top 8, being taken for 3 rounds of elimination.
Yeah,
believe?
single elimination. Yeah.
Cool. So that'll be back tomorrow, as well as a bunch of side events.
Yeah.
There's some Edison stuff going on. Winner mats. There's a fancy card. I've already forgotten the name of.
Starlight Rare from
Kurikara.
Power of the Elements, Kurikara Div Incarnates. So for
There we
those of
go.
you who don't know, while we have a bit of downtime, let's just
Yeah,
bring
let's
up,
go check that out.
Kurikara.
And I'll remind everyone to, as well, if you're enjoying the coverage and you want to see more Australian card game events, both Yu-Gi-Oh and otherwise streamed and covered, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That tells us that you want more of this, and we always endeavour to please. Let's take a look at this
There we go.
Kurikara Div Incarnate.
Kurikara Div Incarnate. So this is a very
Nice
cool
to see
card.
that Oskah's got his shirt theme to match too.
Yeah. A level 1 fire. Would have guessed. It's
Okay.
very cool in the year of 2024. This is a card that is effectively like a kaiju, but it can tribute all monsters that your opponent controls as long as they have activated their effects this turn. And then it summons itself. This doesn't activate, by the way. It just pops, tributes them and then summons. And it gains 1,500 attack for each monster that was tributed. So if you tribute 1, it summons itself with 3,000 attack. Additionally, during the end phase of that turn, you can target a monster in your opponent's graveyard and summon it to your field. So this was really strong when Baron was legal. Because if your opponent would negate a card with your Baron, you could Kurikara them, and then in the end phase, if they were not dead at that point,
Yeah.
you could summon their Baron to your field, and it would have its negate.
I remember doing it to many a Kashtira player as well,
Yes.
bringing back their Fenris, or even against Pearly. It was an insane card,
Yes.
especially after the Sleepy Cap resolve. But now we are back into game 2.
Yeah.
There we go, because him drawing, cut each other's decks, they're drawing. Oh, there we go.
Okay, this is a card to bring up.
I think it's a pretty infamous card at this point.
Certainly is. Dimension Shifter has hit the graveyard from the side of Alex.
Dimensions have been shifted.
Yes, shift into dimensions. Obviously, every card that would be sent to the graveyard this turn, will, for the next 2 turns, will be banished instead, which is very
And
powerful.
We've seen this in Snake Eyes earlier today,
Yes.
and it has a devastating effect on what it wants to be doing.
Yes.
The deck relies so heavily on pulling back out of the graveyard.
This Dimension Shifter will probably put in work. This Wanted is now going to be banished, which means it won't get its draw later on, which is very sad. Also, the
Which
Witch
won't be
cannot
able to
summon
summon.
itself currently.
This looks
Going
like
to set 2 cards. A normal summon Snake Eye Ash. Do we have an imperm?
no,
That's
this
fine.
one resolves.
Okay.
I mean, we're on a Dimension
Look,
Shifter, so it's
It's
probably okay. Alex, I imagine, will feel pretty safe right now. We're going to search the Poplar, summon the Poplar, as is tradition here at General Games Churnside Park today. Poplar effect is now going to search Original Sinful Spore Snake Eye, which will not be able to be activated this turn due to the effect of the Dimension Shifter. Cannot pay the cost, cannot activate the card. And perform a link summon here to SP Little Knight. That's one form of interaction. I'm going to pass over to Alex. Alex is going to draw.
As he gets started, one thing that continually strikes me over the course of the day is the generosity of duelists here. Ryan James down in chat
Yes.
proving once again that he's happy to let other people take the spotlight and win events. We've seen it almost every round here, someone taking an L just to let someone else
Someone else win. On purpose.
go up. On purpose
By the
every
way.
time.
And us
Yeah.
commentating as well. We wanted to give everyone else a chance so that
True,
they can get their
true.
flights to New Zealand.
Normal summon Pydra. Pydra search. Penguin Kaiman. Gonna activate the Kaiman. Gonna get ashed, and we're gonna pass.
Okay, yeah.
It's pretty fortunate for Oskah. The fact that you're not dead against Tenpai is quite good.
That's pretty wild.
We do have the Witch this turn as well. And forget about. Witch, we have the OSS, Original Sinful Spoils Snake Eye this turn. We have a lot of potential plays that we can make. Yeah. Let's bring up perhaps the Witch.
Right, here comes the Assault Synchron onto the field, being sent for the Witch.
Yeah. Assault Synchron being sent for Witch. OSS later in this turn, Original Sinful Spoils might be going to bring out a Snake Eye Ash, which is going to set another copy of Wanted, which you'll be able to activate next turn. Can't activate it this turn, unfortunately, because it is a quick play spell, but we're going to activate the Original Sinful Spoils, sending the Witch now for costs. Alex has the Ash in response. Unfortunate.
Ashes for days today.
Yeah, we've seen Ash everywhere. Snake Eye or Blossom.
And passing. Tenpai turn 2, so this is the fourth turn of the game.
Hydra, yes. Fourth turn of Tenpai. Gets an impermed. Do we see him come down? Are we going to see him?
I reckon we will.
I think we attack first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get him ready. Striker Dragon. Do you reckon we search? No, we don't, unfortunately. We're about to go into a Link 2 of SP Little... Oh, Dark. Dark is going to summon Witch from Oskah's grave into Alex's field to a zone of points to. Dark Tiger Witch.
Imperm or
Wanted is going to add back
adding back so it doesn't get...
Loses target.
Very good, yeah.
That's actually insane.
And now we have Wanted and Original Sinful Spoils in the grave next turn. So we get an extra additional draw. Attack for 1850, set 1, pass. Oskah's going to draw now.
This is a very longer game than you'd expect from Tenpai, to be honest.
Yeah, turn 5 now.
This is wild.
Going to activate the Wanted in main phase. Putting back the Original Sinful Spoils Snake Eye to the bottom of the deck to draw a card. Don't think we need to cut the deck here, but okay. I guess.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah. Right, Oskah's going to draw another card. That's 2 cards this turn. See what he plans to do. It's important to know he does have the Witch in hand again. Alright, Witch effects. What do we see? Do we see an imperm? Alex just taking a moment to think. If he wants to interact with his Witch or not. Oskah the Goat from Lil Johnny B. I agree. Oskah the Goat. Goat of goats. We're going to Forbidden Droplet send Effect Veiler, targeting, doesn't target, but we cannot respond with monster effects. I imagine this is going to negate the Black Witch. Yep. Bestial Rebellion.
Massive here. Because he has the Assault Synchron in the graveyard as well.
Just going to be able to summon things back, the Tributed monster back. Bestial Rebellion, obviously a very, very good card out of Darkwing Blast. Going to be able to search any bestial monster, searching for the one of Magnamut.
First Yu-Gi-Oh set ever opened.
So many good cards from this set, being the Fenrir that we've seen repeatedly today.
Other things like Cartesia, very good.
Yeah. The Bestials even.
Lady Labyrinth.
Lady Labyrinth is also in that set, yeah. Darkwing Blast is a very good set. Right after Power of the Elements, really built upon a lot of the decks that got a lot of power in Power of the Elements.
Recalis as well from Tier.
Recalis, yeah. Sprind.
Yeah.
Such a good set. Anyway, we're going to Magnamut away the Effect Veiler. Then we're going to summon, use Magnamut effect, searching the end phase. Going to activate, inherently summon Bestial Dispater, tributing the Magnamut.
Benjamin, we are turns away after the the shifter.
It's been 4 turns since that card resolved.
So it initially they were, and we've gone well past that now.
Certainly have. Thankfully, Alex hasn't been able to activate another Dimension Shifter because there are cards in his graveyard. One of the activation requirements for Dimension Shifter is to have no cards in your graveyard. So for the most part means that once you use your first Dimension Shifter, you probably won't be activating another one that turn.
Which is generally the fair part of that card.
The only fair thing about that
Absolutely.
card, I would say. Schmagnamut. So true.
What if we made Shifter last the entire game?
We are...
If only.
That is called Macrocosmos.
Or
That's called
Kestra
Arise Heart.
Arise
Yeah, my goat. Leo's goat too. Shout out to Arise Heart. Arise Heart's such a cool card, man. That artwork is so cool.
Yeah. It's about the only part.
Yep.
Yeah.
The effects. I think if it wasn't a macro, it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately, it is a macro, and it's thus banned. So let's bring up, while it's here, Bestial Regained.
This card is insane.
Yes.
Very,
very strong.
Being able to draw cards repeatedly, summon your bestials just during your opponent's turn when your opponent sneezes even. Honestly, again, a really insane card to see. Being able to bring back the Magnamut again and again.
Constantly
to
searching
search.
in the end phase,
Again,
yeah.
amassing that resource is crazy. You've seen it in other decks as well, where it's like the runic decks being able to play.
Ooh, okay, here we have Dark, target Diabell Star, Chain Druis Worm, target Diabell Star. Now we get the Bestial Regain Draw, putting back the Witch back into the deck to search again with a wanted next turn. And drawing a card, by the way. This card is crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah. Crazy powerful. Again, out of Darkwing Blast. Here comes a Terraforming, probably searching for a Sangan Summoning. Another cool card. There we go.
Yep.
Very, very powerful.
A card that I'm sure we'll all be tired of having on our screens by the end of the day.
I mean, the
But,
artwork's kind of cool.
I think it's
The
like
artwork is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a read of the like the Tenpai, not sorry the lore, but like the inspiration for them being like mahjong tiles.
Yeah.
And so on. It's actually really cool.
We go Oskah activating on the Wanted, Seeker of the Sinful Spoils. Going to be able to search that Diabell Star that he just put back in his deck to draw a card and now get it back. It's free advantage.
absolutely.
Yeah. And now the Wanted is also going to be able to draw a card at this turn. So we're going to send the Regained. The Regained is gone. Druis Worm, send the Dark. That's very important, so we don't get the Dark Destruction effect. And then we're going to Black Witch to set probably the original Sinful Spoils, unless we had drawn it earlier. Yep, setting original Sinful, sending Libellion for cost to summon a level 1 fire monster from the deck. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Go for probably a Snake Eye Ash.
I hope he
wanna
goes
say.
for a jet hit, but he'll go for that.
Go for the Jet Synchron. Excellent.
Or actually,
Something different. Something different, something cool. Yeah, we're going for Jet Synchron. Now, Jet Synchron's really cool with Diabell Star because you can make a plethora of rank 8 synchros, which in
Very nice.
Stardust is Stardust.
did you
yeah.
know that Jet Synchron has another effect as well?
The summon effect from Grave?
No, another effect from that.
Ooh, what is it?
It is able to
Enlighten
search
us.
for a drunk monster. We won't be seeing that because they'll be scooping into game 3. That's okay.
Yeah.
So Oskah taking game 2.
It was a very back and forth match.
That
Game,
that was cool to see.
Yeah.
It is nice. The fear with Tenpai when it came out that I heard from a lot of people, especially at locals and things like that, was going
Just
to
ends games too
just
quick.
just end the game
Yeah.
so fast and be this toxic thing that everyone tier 0 format. And I don't know about you guys, but I haven't seen that happen, at least not on a local level, and even not today.
No, yeah.
Snake Eye is still prevalent as probably the mostly played deck that we've seen. But even the games with them, we've seen actually quite a bit of variety in the decks they're running, the different techs they're using.
A fair bit of variety, particularly in the Snake Eye side engines that we've seen. Like, we've had Fire King, but now we have Stardust, Bestial Stardust.
Yeah.
Snake Eye.
Being-
I wouldn't even say it's a Snake Eye deck.
No,
it's a Snake Eye engine within the deck.
All I've seen is Ash add Ash and I guess a Poplar.
Yeah.
Being able to search that jet as well as gives free advantage like it did in the pure Snake Eye deck. And even the Kishtura Snake Eye deck. These cards are just so powerful. Maybe not the best for the game, but they do exist, so we will abuse them.
Very
But,
cool.
we've got little Johnny B down in the chat.
Spamming.
Mahjong,
That's
goated
what we
game.
wanna see.
We do. Chat
Master
interaction is
chat.
fantastic. Love to see it. Mahjong, goated game. Yeah,
We're
fair
not
enough.
reading that.
And then, yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to start reading that. Good lord. But we appreciate it all
I'll read it.
nonetheless.
Does Magnamut, Skibbity Riz, Bestial Engrave, or does Diabell Star, Ohio Sigma mog the entire field? I think Diabell Star dogs people.
Absolutely.
Not gonna lie. Okay, Elliot will be pleased with that one.
Yeah,
Elliot will be pleased.
that's all
with
he
that. This
gets.
is probably Elliot's ult. Let's be real.
So we have the poll in chat is going really well, and apparently Snake Eye Stardust next best deck is unbeatable. Please nerf 90%.
90%. That's so true. We have
pretty
20
well.
votes on that too.
Yeah.
Hello,
Get-
Ryan James. How are you today? Hope you're watching. Hope you're enjoying the coverage of the Yu-Gi-Oh! 2024 Victorian State Championships held here in the lovely Churnside Park. But for now, we're going to go into Game 3.
Just under 15 minutes on the clock
Alex
too.
is going
So
first.
is indeed, yeah.
This is in the battle phase, I believe. So
Can't be.
it's
He's going
some-
first.
Yeah. Maybe he chose to go first.
Seals pass.
Or
Could be the move. We might not get another dragon. We get another dragon on the field. Excellent.
There we go.
Here he comes. The one and the only.
raise the balls.
Erratic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres has hit the field once again.
2 set cards
That's a
from
lot of
Tenpai.
Snake Eye cards in Oskah's hand. Gonna start with a normal summon Ash. Again.
It's definitely
How many times has it been?
Yeah.
And it gets impermed.
It's probably a good thing we're not able to be taking shots for that one.
Yeah, I'd be dead. Gonna set one card and we're gonna pass. Gonna enter the battle phase, sorry. Gonna attempt to attack over the seals. Seals is gonna tribute itself to bounce the Ash, and then Seals mandatory effect. It's gonna activate to summon a dragon from deck. I think this is gonna summon Tenpai Dragon Hydra. Ooh, no, not Hydra.
Fudra.
Yeah.
Or the old graveyard recursion there.
It's
Yeah.
very important here. Obviously not in this circumstance, but
There's
if
the
your
Hydra.
opponent
Yeah.
has a lot of monsters on the field and we're in this sort of game state, you can actually reverse OTK them. Because if you're able to get into the big level 10, it means your
Forces
opponent has to attack.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you can hit through back through their monsters.
It's a really interesting play that doesn't come up a lot, but when it does, it's so cool to see.
That's why we find, a lot of people, instead of going into the Magnum Art with the seals, they'll go either with
Well, that's
the
pretty big.
Hydra or the Chandra.
Field spell there, protecting all his monsters now as well, and
Yeah.
that does look like it is the third
I'm gonna
Tenpai
discard
monster.
a Dimension Shifter for the effect of Staying and Summoning. Thankfully, not for its own effect. Gonna switch all our guys to attack, and we're gonna enter the battle phase.
I think the writing might be on the wall for this
Now,
one.
it's
again.
interesting here. We have one set card on each side of the field. We don't have the activated effects or a card activation protection for the battle phase here.
We know we have the quick play spell is currently set for Alex Wang.
So it's a nice bit of resilience there, but it's not going to help against any big splashy effects that Oskah comes out and doesn't get more than one card.
There's a couple options that Oskah could have set. You know, could be a torrential
true.
tribute there. Oh, but we do see the dimensional barrier come down, calling synchro monsters.
There it is.
We are now going to potentially chain our synchro summons as well.
Yeah. It's important to note that they will all be still negated.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it depends if we're able to get just enough attack on
Summon
the
is a
board.
summon, yeah.
He can potentially actually win here if he does, if he sees the line. Because we are currently
mean,
in the battle.
With 5 of the Tenpai dragons in the field, it might just be enough attack on their own, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, could be. It's a lot of damage coming straight at him. We still, through the dimensional barrier, might be game. Gonna summon the Sangenpai Bident Dragion. We have Lil Johnny B saying that he hates Chungus Bestials, and he hates Shifter, and he hates Macrocosmos, and D-Fissure. Hey, that's a lot of cards to hate.
It is, yeah.
They're all kind of valid.
Fedora being able to bring out the Chandra again is enough.
There's the
And there it
handshake, and
is.
Oskah has surrendered this match. Very close match there.
It was a very good, again, a very interesting deck. The
That
Stardust
Oskah has
Snake Eyes.
presented us with.
Absolutely.
It's important to note that Oskah's not even out of the tournament yet because he has one draw. That's his first loss.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Could still
If
win
he-
the next 2 rounds and then slide into top cut.
I really do hope he does. Again, I want to see this very interesting deck
Now,
do well.
Would we be interested in getting Oskah on with his deck? We've got about 10 minutes before the next round.
I think so. I think we should get
Yeah.
Oskah on.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, just give us a little showdown of what's going on.
And
Alrighty.
I'll scout
be
out
back.
the next people.
That sounds good. We'll be back very shortly with Oskah to go over his deck.
Yeah.
And we are here with Oskah Goodchild, unfortunately taking the L in that last round, but with a fascinating deck. And we wanted to see more of it, so we brought him on here to take a look.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting deck. It definitely took a lot of testing to perfect it, in which obviously there are still cards I still have yet to find to even improve the deck even more, but it was very fun and glad to get to bring it to this event.
Yeah. So you play a lot of this Stardust deck. What draws you to this deck?
Just getting to see big dragons on the field and
Big
just
dragons.
getting to, see them in action against your opponent.
Yep.
And just being able to have that ferocity on the field to attack multiple times and keep negating your opponent's stuff is always fun.
Yep.
So yeah, it's
Junk
just
Speed is a good card.
yeah. Junk speed is definitely a big part of the deck, but with time playing the deck, it's obviously learnt to improve that it's not just relying on speeder, it's using the bestials, using snake eyes now, all the different techs of Yu-Gi-Oh! In order to summon the Majestic, which is my most favorite card in the game, and it's good to be able to summon it.
So, I was kind of confused. Desmond was kind of confused. Dalton was a little confused. Do you want to show us the combo?
I disagree. I understood the entire.
Oh,
entire
yeah,
game. I
yeah,
knew what was
okay.
going on.
Yeah.
I could see the whole line.
So, do you have any one-card combos?
No one card combos.
Okay.
They're
Let's
all
test
two
hand
card.
kind of
You want like full 5 card hands?
Yeah, it's 5 out of hand. Show us what you can
Oh,
do.
I don't know why that's in there.
Hope it doesn't break. That'd be kind of awkward if it did.
I don't know. I haven't. Oops. I swear. Okay. So yeah, there are a lot of flexible hands, obviously.
Yeah.
And even some that seem to brick.
So here we've got Libellion, we've got Assault Synchron, 2 copies of Snake Eye Ash, and a Stardust Synchron. So show us what you can do.
So obviously this hand is very, very good. So you card like the starters obviously is the Stardust Synchron, but usually you can bait with this hand. So you just Ash, and then obviously a Poplar, adding, and then with the Poplar you activate Poplar effect to summon, Poplar effect to add whatever spell you need. So the gas that came in here is the summoning of the Junk Speeder, Stardust Synchron's effect to add a Stardust Spell Trap, adding the random Arriving Light, and then the gas that so Stardust is banished because it's used effect, and then the spiciness which people don't expect is Chain 1 Junk Speeder, Chain 2 Poplar. in order to place it in the spell trap since it was used. And then the junk speeder will resolve, summoning as many tuners as possible.
And they have to be different levels, yeah?
Yes, all have to be different levels.
So you just get like 1 to 5?
There is that option from 1 to 5, but I only play from 1 to 4.
Okay, well that makes more sense, yeah.
Because the 5 can be very bricky. So that's usually the board state, and then placing Arrive and Light on the board to add or to place on the top of the deck the wills. And then the difficult chains is chain running Arrive and Light to draw. And then since the effect is all in one, includes the special from the deck, I usually chain to a seal to protect it from being ashed. Yep. And then it summons the other level 1. And then the ACO just synchros into Bestial Despater. Mm-hmm. And then the worm into formula effect to draw whatever. And then really any bestial name helps you with the part, so just Libellion to add any bestial name.
Probably Magnamot, right?
Yeah, obviously Magnamot, because Magnamot's obviously a very good card, unfortunately. Got hit to 1. So, but it would be nice at 3. So then you just summon it, target anything, probably a better target. And really my board is just double Majestic. And if I've got any extenders in hand, it's just summoning that. Just go satellite and then effect, which bounces, summoning.
Yeah. So this is 2 negates, right?
Currently on the board it's 2 negates, but with the additional effect of the Assault Synchron Engrave, gives Majestic another negate.
Okay, so
when it's banished.
this banishes itself?
Yes.
And then Assault Synchron banishes itself to bring back
the Majestic.
Yeah, okay.
So
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. 3 Omni negates in a format with not many Omni negates is really strong. The only other Omnis in the format really is Skull Guardian.
Yeah, so it's honestly a really good deck. I love the versatility of it and being able to obviously play through some of the meta. Obviously this deck variant is very good going into this format with Voiceless running around and the Bestials being very good against that matchup. And yeah, it's just good to have some versatility.
Yeah, cool. Well, thank you for showing us.
Thank you.
We might see if we can get... How much time do we have?
Well, I haven't heard from Josh that the round's over yet, so I think Alex is still wandering around, so we'll pull him on for a quick chat.
We might get a chat with Alex. But thank you for showing us his
Yeah,
deck.
thanks so much for coming on, Oskah. We'll be back shortly.
And Swear Standard, 3 Ash.
So we have here
Alex is showing off his deck list. They
yeah.
just used to win round 5.
Yeah.
So now he's 5-0.
Yeah, 5-0.
Cool. Did you practice much for this event?
Nah, I just built this deck yesterday because of some exam or assessment or something.
Yeah.
I almost 1 month do not play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
I just built this deck yesterday and borrowed some cards from my friends, and I go now. But I'm very lucky. I got 5-0 now.
Yeah. Well, 5-0, you are almost locked in for top cut. How does that make you feel?
I think it's normal because I got top for several times. I think it's normal, but I think today I'm very lucky. I think in some games I couldn't win. I have no chance to win, but my opponents make some mistakes, and I steal the win. I don't know.
Always give your opponent the opportunity to make a mistake.
Yeah, very good at capitalizing, clearly. So are these all the hand traps you play, or do you play more?
I play extra the 1 Magnum.
Yep.
I think it's very useful because you can use to special in battle phase and search in the end phase, and it's very important. You can add 1 dragon monster from your graveyard.
From the grave,
yeah. In round 4, I matched up with Labyrinth, and he make all my dragons to the graveyard. I have no dragons in my deck, but I use the Magnum to back my Fadra from a graveyard to my hands, and I get OTK in next turn.
Yeah, that's really
very nice.
Yeah, different applications of Magnum art being shown here. Very good. People forget it can add from the grave too. Yeah.
That's all my hand trap, I think. And the 3 Imper, sorry. 3 Imper, Web Standard. Yeah, that's all my hand traps. And my engine is 3 Hydra, standard.
Pretty standard engine,
Yeah. I play 3 Chundra, is core, and I play 2 Fadra. Someone plays only 1 because they would want to draw this card in start hands, but I think it's 2 is very useful because in some conditions for the to make the match to the long term. The 2 Fadra can make you a more advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, and we saw a long game there.
Yeah.
So game 2 is very long. That match.
Yeah. And as for the spell, I play 3 Pot of Prosperity. Where standard, search for anything I want.
Yep.
3 Forbidden Droplet, standard.
Card. Yep.
Yeah, 2 for TK. I play 2 man Lightning Storm in my main deck.
Yep.
Because I think in some conditions you're not afraid of the monsters your opponents have. You're afraid of the set cards, just like the Scale Drawing, Imper, something I don't know. But I think the Lightning Storm is very important because if you have start hand with this, you can 100% to OTK. This Forbidden Droplet and Lightning Storm. Yeah, that's it. Play 1 Tropical Talent. Play 1 because it's my favorite. It's my personal style.
Yeah.
I like this card, so I gonna play 1. I want to draw this card in very important timing. This card can make can kill the match.
Yeah.
End
the game on the spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
And still very standard. Engines 3 Cayman, 3 Field, and 10 Tower for me. That is my my deck.
Yep.
Yeah, very standard. I think.
Very standard. Very good though.
It works well. Like running 5-0 with it proves just how reliable it can be.
Sorry.
Going 5-0 so far just proves how reliable it can be. Yeah. Well, look, we need to cut off and get ready for the next round.
Yeah, but thank you for showing us the deck.
Thank you so much for coming on here. Congratulations on the win here.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
I don't need to show my extra.
No, that's okay.
That's all good.
Yeah, we'll see you in top
Cheers,
cut,
mate.
hopefully.
Catch you then.
See ya.
And we will be back shortly
with
round 6 of day 1 of the 2024 Victorian State Championships. Catch you shortly.